Hello and welcome to Buckman's Model Mania. Today we're going to be working on Robocop Stage 46, which is very shy on parts. I mean, take about a minute to build it actually. And so we're going to also look at the premium base assembly guide and start working on the premium base. So let's get the parts open. And I've mentioned this every time it happens. Not too happy. Why even bother to put this in there if you're not going to have it sit in there? And the magic, the funny thing is, it takes a little bit of an effort to get it out of there. So we have that, a gear, a spring, and a single screw. I wonder if there is supposed to be a nut, because it doesn't, I don't see one. Bad packaging. Nope. So, the rear of the pelvis, left hip washer, let me get that out of the way. Left hip washer, washer spring, and left hip screw. Yeah. Oh, okay, I see how this works now. So we take this and we put the screw through there. Just like that. Comes through the back. We put this spring, which is a lot bigger in this picture than it is on here. Put the spring on there, turn the page, insert the left hip washer and the grooves facing outward so that it passes through the hole in the center peg. Oh, look at that. So we have these three parts all put together. The spring, the washer, this little tab goes on here. And instead of giving us anything to hold it together, we just throw it back in the storage box like that. Not cool, Fanhome. Not cool. Especially with the fact that you now are taking upwards of 30 days, closer to 45 to 60 days to deliver a stage, which means I have 2 months that I've got to make sure I don't lose these pieces. Like I said, not cool, Fanhome. I know you didn't design it, but you could actually have your people take a look at it. So I'm going to put it away like this. Hopefully we'll not lose any of these pieces. That is an entire stage. Excuse me. That's the entirety of stage 46. So let's take a look at the premium base, part 1. Quite a bit more substantial than the issue that it came with. And you could argue that, well, that's why the issue, has so few parts. But this is a premium base. I am paying extra for this. I mean, it's not a whole lot extra monthly, but over the course of the build, it is $120. It's $1 per issue extra. So, at least that hasn't gone up yet. Okay, that should be all the parts. I'll stop whining now. Sorry. So we have 4 of these ladder pieces. That's what I'm going to call them. We have 2 longer pieces here, 2 shorter pieces. Curved, shorter pieces. I don't know that they're supposed to be curved. We have a metal plate. Come on. You'd think they would have put that part in here like this. That part's heavy and metal, you can break. This, on the other hand, is light plastic. Okay. And we have EP, QP, and CM screws. So what we are supposed to do, 1D, 1E, okay. So we take these pieces, take one of the longer ones and one of the shorter ones, and we push them in here. Whoops, actually I skipped a step, don't be me. So let's pop these back out. Let's get this one out of the way. We take these stand pieces, and they're identical on both ends. They got holes for screws on both ends. They go into each side. There are sockets for them to go into. So they're going to go in there just like that. And we're going to use 4 EP screws to put them in place. There's 3. One more. Come on. Yeah, these are identical both ways. So we set these on this on here, put a screw in. This is going to be not only an obnoxiously large, but it's going to be obnoxiously tall base. Taller than most of the other bases. I actually have a table in my display room where I put all of my figures. So we'll have to see how well this one fits on there. So that's tight. That's tight. Grab another one of these. I'm trying to put it on the wrong side. There's a little scrap of plastic there from milling the parts. Right here still. Let's put that on. Come on. Put that on there. This issue should probably have been Robocop Premium Basin. Oh, yeah. Part 45. Or 46, I think. Yeah, part 46. Okay. Now we're back to where I was at before, putting these on. Why does it not look? Okay. It's because I was putting it on things that weren't level. And you can definitely see how these are bent. That's okay. We're going to put QP screws into the back of them. Get 4 of them out, and the QP screws are flanged. Let me just get one and show you. You see there's a little flange on there. And you're going to take that and put it into the hole like that, tighten it down. What that's going to do is make sure that side rises up. So you take the other flange screw for that one and you pop it in here. Wondering, because it is not out at the outer edge, is that going to pull it all the way down? it is not. There's a slight, I mean, it only because I'm building it do I notice it. I may have to go back in and glue something in there eventually. We'll have to see how this comes together as the build goes on. But it's good to start getting pieces of the base. That means you're getting closer to the, and usually they'll provide like one piece of the base per issue, or per shipment, and that makes it about 12 shipments or 12 months building the base. With this being 4 shipment or 4 packs a month when they're shipping, that's 48 packs. I just finished stage 46, so that's 94. Then there's some minor other stuff. So this base is probably going to be more than 12 issues. So once this is done, set it off to the side. Get the EP screws back. Get 4 of them out. There's 3. One more. 2 spares this time. By the way, just out of curiosity, I always ask for comments. I want to know, do you like the fact that I don't skip over stuff, or would you prefer me to pause the camera more than I already do? I pause the camera whenever I think there's going to be an issue. Usually it ends up being 15 or 20 seconds that I pause the camera. I'm curious what the viewership wants. Do you prefer seeing the whole thing and me flapping my gums while I'm putting together things, while putting in a lot of screws and everything? Because I've seen it. I watch a lot of YouTube videos and I see it both ways. I'm just curious what my viewers would prefer. Because if you prefer, I will shorten the videos. I won't edit. I edit with my pause button. Okay, and I usually manage to keep talking while I'm doing these things. So there's those. Then we got the QP screws. Okay. You got the 4 QP screws to hold those tabs on. And 2 spares of the QPs as well. We'll put this on here. Hang on. The screw was not on the point of the cross tip. Tighten that all the way down. Grab another screw. Tighten this one all the way down. I was about to put this one on backwards. I am about to put this one on backwards. What a doofus. Grab a screw, put it on the end of the screwdriver. Come on, get on there. Excuse me. Keep not getting it on the cross point. Just look to make sure. I have actually gotten screws with no spot to put a screwdriver into before. Mismanufactured screw, and it's not playing nice. Try to do this again. This is actually kind of cool because when this stand is done, it will look like the OCP logo. Obnoxiously large, but that's okay. So then we take looking to see which way they've got them. They have, this one goes on first. We're going to use a CM screw, 2 CM screws actually. We're going to use a total of 4. Dip it in the oil. One screw, not 2. Grab 2 there. Dip this one in the oil. I'm going to actually put all 4 in before I tighten any of them down. So take this one. We'll slide it in here. We'll slide it under in here like this. And you've got to kind of twist it to where it'll go under here. There's no lip. But it's got to go under here and above here at the same time. Eventually there will be parts around the outside that will tie everything together. Because right now, this will flap. I'm about to dip the screwdriver in the oil, not the screw. Pay attention to what you're doing. And so, now that's the last screw going in. Tighten this down. And to me, it just makes sense to not tighten anything down until everything is in place. That way you don't have to loosen things back up. I actually had to take the leg apart a couple of issues ago because the button originally when I put it together was not going through where it's supposed to be. Let's see. Yeah, and that is going to flap a little bit for right now. They show it standing up. It's not going to stand up. And that's kind of funny because I didn't look at all when I put this on here. They point out these lugs here. Didn't even think about them. Managed to put it in the right spot. But that is all there is to do in the premium base. So we get the premium base and the start of Robocop's pelvis. Hope you're enjoying this build, other than sometimes being shorted with parts and sometimes things being a little bit fiddly to put together. I'm enjoying this build a lot. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified of any time I post new content. Leave a comment. I love comments. I love to answer them. Help the channel. You can help the channel out if you hit the join button. Right now there's a single level. Eventually I will have additional content for people who are members of the channel. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow. And I will see you in the next video or stream. Lost my train of thought. See you next time.